It really is a good job that we managed to find so many good Jaguar XFs on the market, because with the speed with which they fly out of our doors, even recently others which we've spoken about are already sold, there is a huge demand for these. We've said it before, they are our most in-demand vehicles, by far the most popular cars we see. We've had hundreds of these XFs in multiple engine forms, visual forms, kits, colours, and that is the beauty of the car. There's so much to love, and of course in particular for their modern prices. When these cars were new, certainly here for example a 3 litre in Portfolio form, and on top of that a Portfolio S, all of which of course we'll get into in a second if you are less familiar with the XF, so in other words what those things actually mean. But as a 2014 car, it's also one of the last of this generation before the full facelift, and for what was, when new in 2014, the best part of a 45-50 grand car, certainly when you spec it up correctly, well, this exact very nicely spec'd example with a fantastic history, mileage and condition is under £10,000. If you did want to spread out that cost, then of course as always we do have the option of low deposit financing as well. Now this particular car has only just kissed 76,000 miles, and aficionados of these will know that is very good indeed, especially these days, because as more and more people are looking for XFs, their mileage, certainly as daily drivers, long distance cars, rocket upward. And it's great to know that they can of course take that mileage in their stride, but it is becoming harder to find one with lower mileage. With the mileage on this car though, that's nearly 8,000 less than the average for one of these on the market. It has a portfolio of main agent and specialist services to its name. In fact, it was most recently serviced in June of this year. It also has a June of 2026 MOT with no advisories at all to worry about, and being finished of course in Lunar Grey with the very nice choice of those Draco wheels, easily one of the best looking designs for an XF, with of course heated and cooling jet black leather, suede headliner, and the exterior visual black pack as well, in addition to the matching piano black veneers inside as well. Well, as you can tell, this is a striking looking car, and as always even more so in person than comes across on video, that's for sure. Further to the point of this car's history though, you can tell it's been loved, not least of which because it's only a 2-keeper car from brand new in 2014, and the most recent of those 2 keepers has had it since 2017. Returning to the point of it being a portfolio, you get everything you would want from an XF, or really any executive or luxury car for that matter, and then some. You have parking sensors front and rear, with of course reverse parking camera as well, dual zone climate control, touchscreen display, Bluetooth, built-in navigation, auxiliary inputs, multiple auxiliary inputs in fact. Of course a key point of the portfolio is the upgraded 11-speaker Meridian sound system, naturally cruise control as you would assume. It has those signature xenon headlights with LED day runners on the front, of course the key feature of that facelift generation, with LED lights on the rear as well. And to go back to the point of people using these as commuters, daily drivers, even family cars, well, they are even ISOFIX prepped if you do want to fit child seats as well. This is all well and good for under £10,000, but where things really go over the edge to being fantastic is when you return to that engine. You would expect a 3 litre to give you some impressive pulling power and some great performance, and that they certainly have. 270 horses on the one hand, 600 newtons of torque, which is a monstrous amount of pulling power. Certainly if you were to use it for example as a holiday car or a towing vehicle, you could absolutely do so. That's 440 foot-pounds at the end of the day. The 0 to 60 time is properly quick as well when you want these cars to be, 5.9 seconds, but unlike the vast majority of cars which have anything in the 5-second range of a 0 to 60 time, these can average up to 47 miles per gallon, as high as 57 on the motorway. And even these days, when so many cars are suffering, you can certainly say, as are their owners, with extremely high road tax brackets, these get away with that as well. £265 a year, compared to, for reference, some other cars in this kind of sphere, be it 4x4s, luxury cars, executive cars, and beyond, well, some of them are nearly £800 a year. In other words, if you were not already familiar with the XF, you can probably tell why we would love them so much, and of course why hundreds upon hundreds of other people do as well, including of course many which have passed through our collection. If then you would like to reach out about this particular Portfolio XFS, of course you could send us an email to the address shown here on screen, or give us a call on 01749 871 155, or via our mobile number of 07482 267 439.